Hello and welcome to Yin. This session is 30 minutes, so it's not very long. So I'm going to get you to come lying on your back with your knees bent, feet flat on the floor. So 2 blocks maybe come in handy this evening, but they're not required. So come settle onto your mat. Close your eyes. Soften your eyes. Soften your cheeks. Soften your jaw. Bring one hand onto your heart, one hand onto your belly. And for the next few breaths, just feel and connect to the beat of your heart. Feel it pulsing. Now bring your awareness to the hand on your belly. So as you inhale, feel your ribs, your belly expand. As you exhale, feel your belly push away from that hand. Now this practice is somewhat focused on our hips and our spine. Get a little bit of flexibility into our spine, opening up through our hips. So with yin, we want to find our edge. We want to hold it for time. And we want to find that stillness. Stillness in our mind. Stillness in our body. Our thoughts. And start to really settle and reduce stress. Right? Both hands come down to the side of your mat with the palms up. Take your legs nice and long. Now really hog your mat. Feel you can wiggle like a worm or a little caterpillar. You're digging into your mat, into the ground, finding that spot where everything can just settle for a second. And maybe here we set our intention for your practice. Maybe that intention is to be kind to yourself, be gentle, not to judge when our mind travels or we have to fidget. Know that we just want to come back into the present moment and settle. Maybe you want to dedicate your practice to somebody who might need it. I'm going to send my practice to Alison. Take a few more nice, settling, quieting breaths. And then let's walk both heels to the left side of our mat. Your arms are up, float up towards the sky, and then fall back down to the earth overhead of us. We move the fingertips to the left side of our body. Now, either the blanket or the block can come under that shoulder. That might rise, or you back out just a little bit. Now we're moving into a little banasana, a little shape on the side, a little twist for the a little shape for that spine. Now your feet can stay both connected to the ground, or one ankle can cross over the other. And just feel for a second before you say, okay, this is where I'm going to be. This is where I'm going to settle. This is where I'm going to be able to hang out, be aware of my breath. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale. Feel the connection to the outside of the ribs. Feel your connection to your breath. Those beautiful inhales that give us energy. The wonderful exhales that let everything go. Toxins go. Energy that we do not need. Thoughts we do not need. Push them out. Push them away. And with yin, we wait to be invited to go a little deeper. So maybe the ankles can come a little further. Maybe the arms can come a little further. But that maybe is all in caps. It's just a suggestion. And slowly we're going to unravel and wind out of that. Both hands come back to the earth. Soles of the feet kiss the earth. Knees are bent. And breathe. Let's take our left knee and cross it over our right knee so it's knee to knee. Arms are going to come out to the side into a T. Palms face up towards the sky, towards the ceiling. Open up through your chest. Feel your connection of your back, your upper back to the ground. Take a nice big inhale. Fill your lungs. And on the exhale, drop both knees slowly to the right. Let gravity be your friend. Now, if the foot comes down or doesn't come down, or the knees don't come down, grab a block, slide it underneath just to give you a little bit of support and weight, that when we're in this twisted spinal twist, you can actually, melt and let everything go so that spine gets that nice twist. The right hand can come and rest on that top knee, on top thigh on the outside. If it feels good, it means you're bringing it up a little closer, maybe a little deeper. Again, flutter the eyelids. Soften your cheeks. Soften your jaw. And while we are in this position, we can still scan our body just to be aware, are we holding tension anywhere? Are your toes soft? The ankles getting heavy? Are we really giving in here? Yin is a very passive, but we also have to trust that we can give in and be okay. Letting go is part of vulnerability. So let it go. The upper leg starts to rise. Back rolls back onto our mat. Arms are alongside our body. Soles of the feet back down to the ground. Both knees hug into your chest. As you hug in, you're going to exhale and roll yourself up. And as you roll yourself up, you're bringing your feet away from one another and coming into a very wide legged straddle. Grab your blocks. So really come up onto those sit bones. So if you have your blanket handy, you can bring your blanket on like a quarter fold and then sit your hips and your sit bones onto it. It just lifts you up a tiny little bit. So take those legs as far away from one another as you can. Remember, it's yin, so we want to find that edge. If I'm going, ow, intense, that's a bit too much. Got to bring it in a bit. If my hamstrings are super tight, I'm going to be keeping a little bend into those knees. All right, think about your hips. Think about your chest and hinge forward. You can slide your arms along your legs or you can slide them forward. Find a spot where you feel the connection to that lower back. We're going for the back here. Then you can bring your blocks in whatever position. Stack them so that you can bring your forehead or your third eye onto that block. And then just sink in. And here, really move your lips away from one another and let the cheeks kind of get heavy to the point like you think you might drool. You're so giving in. Feel your rib cage expand. When you breathe, feel your chest get closer to the earth on the exhale. Start to walk your hands back up towards your body. Remove your blocks. Bend both knees. Feet come in line with your shoulders, with your hips. Bring your hands behind you with your fingertips pointing towards your glutes. Soak up a little bit of love. All right, we're going to slowly, I have to roll sideways. We're going to move the blanket out. Come back to lying nice and slow. Bring yourself down back to the ground. Arms come up overhead. Walk both feet to the right side of your mat. Walk both hands to the right side of your mat. Again, feel free to use a block or your blanket. You can kind of just shimmy that blanket up under that shoulder or roll back out of it a little bit. Play with the ankles. Maybe the ankles are crossed, maybe they're not. So you want a nice stretch the side of your body, that left side. You know, our spine, our back is going to love this. Shoulder love. Nice, quiet breaths. Our thoughts stay with our inhale, stay with our exhale. We stay present. We stay with our body. Are you fully giving in? Have you been invited to go a little deeper? We start to return back to the center of our mat. Arms come alongside our body. Soles the feet back to the connection to the earth. Oh, yeah. And that right knee crosses the left knee, knee to knee. Arms come up to the sky and then they fly away like an eagle opening up his wings. Open up your chest, open up your back. Take a nice big inhale. Fill those beautiful lungs. Exhale and start to twist and drop to the left. Bring your handy dandy block if it's close by. If you want to bring the earth a little closer towards your knee, maybe it's under your thigh, maybe it's under your knee. Again, that left hand can come and rest on the top of the thigh. And let everything go. In this spinal twist, it's not that we have to hold on to anything. We can really start to give in. We've got the weight of our knees taking us down to the ground. And with every breath we take, we know that we're getting deeper, we're getting past the muscles. We're getting into our fascia or connective tissues, deep down into our bodies. Bones and ligaments get lots of love with yin. A powerful, powerful passive practice. The right arm is going to come up and over towards the body, across our body. And then we're going to roll and use that upper hand, that top hand to come onto our bellies. Roll and realign yourself. We're going to have our blanket somewhat close. I'm going to roll it. I'm going to come down onto the tops of our legs are going to be nice and long. Tops of our feet are going to kiss the earth. You're going to stack your hands, your forearms onto the mat and then slide your elbows underneath your shoulders. Now this is Sphinx pose. Again, we're doing back and spine and hips. So we're going to be going into Sphinx. Now, I want you to be cognizant and aware of your back because we're going to press into our hands and into our forearms to get a little bit of a back bend. But if that's too intense, slide the arms a little forward. And if that's too intense, slide the arms a little forward a little bit more. So the hips are heavy here. Nice and heavy. You're pressing in. Now slide, if you can stay exactly right here. That I want to make clear. Otherwise, we can go into a half tipsy frog. So slide the left leg up so that the knee and the thigh are in line with your hip. And then bring your shin and your calf in line. So you're making that L shape in your toes. Or your foot is in line. So you're nice, like a 90-90 shape. Now we want to be able to go passive. So you can grab your block or blocks, bring it closer so that you still have your back engaged, but your neck is not engaged. You can let that drop, bring that blocks up, whichever way you like. But if you're using the blocks, I want you to still feel the connection to the lower back. Big back opener, big back extension. And if you have slid that left leg, let's slide it back. Both feet kiss the top of the earth. You're still pressing a little bit into those forearms to get that back extension. Take a few breaths here. And if you like to, slide the right knee up to come into that half frog. Are you clenching? Are you holding anything? Can you let it go? Can you breathe through it? And slide that leg back in line. If you're using the blocks, we'll bring them out of the way. And slide your hands underneath your shoulders. Press yourself up into a tabletop. So knees stacked underneath your hips. And then we're going to press down and into child's pose. I want you to grab your blanket though. So bring your blanket, roll it so that it's nice and fluffy in the center of your mat. And then sink your glutes down. Now you have the option, you can do a wide-legged child's pose so the toes can be together and the knees fall apart. Walk your hands forward, 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 and then slide your blanket underneath your upper arms, those back of the triceps. And then sink your chin into your blanket if that feels good. Otherwise, slide it a little bit further and into your chest so you can bring your forehead down into the ground. Arms can stay long, or maybe you want to bend your elbows and bring your hands behind the back of your head. And with each breath, those glutes are getting heavier and heavier and heavier and coming down closer towards the ground, towards your heels. And slowly start to slide back up. You're going to drop onto one side, work your way down your mat. So for our final resting pose, I'll give you a couple of options tonight. You can go into supported fish. So one block, you're making a T. One block's going to go in your upper back, one block on your head. You can go into a lying waterfall. So you can bring the block underneath your glutes. Both legs can come up to the sky, arms along your side of your body. Or if you want to go totally traditional, bring your body down to the ground, bring each heel away from one another, arms along the side of your body. Let everything go. Totally surrender, melt and sink, and know that I am here to bring you back in a few moments. And slowly start to bring your awareness back to my voice. Maybe wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Make some small movements with your wrists and your ankles. Take a nice big stretch. You could bring your arms up overhead, point your toes. Oh, yeah, know that you just did something so powerful for your mind and your body. Roll over to your favorite side. Use your bicep as a little pillow. And when you're ready, bring yourself back up to sitting any way that's comfortable for you. Let's take our arms up into the air. Take a nice big exhale. Bring your hands down to your heart center. Bow your head towards your fingertips. Think of something that you're grateful for. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Thank you for sharing your energy and your mind and your practice and your home with me. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed tonight's practice.